how can I attract butterflies to my yard? And this is Constance from Cleveland, Ohio. She says she has lots of bees, but no butterflies. So how can we help her, Joelle?
Oh, you know, we had our butterfly garden out here.
Yes, we did.
And there's a lot of things, but one thing that is consistent that she needs that butterflies love is a flower that has a flat surface. They are attracted to, of all things, purple. That's their number one thing that they're attracted to, yellow, orange, and reds. So purple, yellow, orange, and red flowers that are flat. And let's see, what first annual that I can think of is zinnias. Zinnias are great for that. They like heliotrope. That's an annual. Dahlias, anything that's large, you know, the flat. Ageratum, sunflowers. For perennials, you've got gaillardia, Joe Pye, yarrows. You also have some Maximilian sunflowers that are perennial too. But so there's a lot of plants. And think about a lot of those are the purples, the yellows, the oranges, and the reds. And they're flat surfaces for the, I think they like something to land on, so they, you know, they're bigger than the bees, so they like something to land on to be able to.
So they don't have to hover while they feed.
Yes.
They need a spot to.
Yeah, they need a spot to land.
Yeah. I love that, and I love butterflies as well. And another that I would have to add would be Asclepias. They love the butterfly milkweed. Oh, they just love it. So if you're looking for a pretty orange perennial to add to the list, that's definitely one of my favorites. Another thing that came to my mind is if we want to have a really healthy population of butterflies, we need to make sure that we're providing host plants for those butterfly species as well. A lot of them have really specific genuses of plants that they need to lay their eggs on or near so that their larvae have something to feed on.
Milkweed serves one of those purposes.
Definitely, yeah.
Well, out in the garden, we planted parsley and dill.
For your swallowtails.
So and so you know, those are some other, you know, and you have to research. Depending on what kind of butterfly you were trying to attract, it'll have a different co-host plant.
Yeah. So just some things that came to my mind. We want to provide nectar, but we also want to make sure that we've got a good supply of host plants if we really want to build a good, diverse population of butterflies, for sure.
I would definitely agree with
that. But you don't
that.
want tomatoes to be your host plant. You're trying to grow homegrown tomatoes.
Not tomatoes. And then those plants that you all named, those plants, will they grow in Cleveland, Ohio?
Yes.
Okay, good deal. So here's something I would like to mention though. I would keep pesticides away from that area.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, for sure, right? Yes. So yeah, full sun, you want to encourage the butterflies to come, but yeah, stay away from the pesticides in those areas. I think you can attract more butterflies that way.
Definitely. And a lot of those plants that Joellen mentioned also attract other beneficial, like predaceous insects. If we can bolster those populations, we're going to have more natural pest control, thus less need, hopefully, for some insecticide use.
I would agree.
Don't they need a little water source?
Yes, they do.
Hey, Joelle, tell them about what you did.
Well, out in the garden, we did. We had, they like a place to rest, and so we put stones out, and then we buried a saucer that we put sand in, and then we put water in the sand so that they would have a place to get some minerals from and rest. And that completes all the things that they need, you know, in the area for food, host plants, water, nectar, you know, minerals, place to rest.
I love that pollinator puddler concept. I've seen butterflies out in the wild just sipping water in muddy puddles. I know everybody's seen that, and that's what they're doing. They're drinking those minerals through that muddy water. So that is really a necessity for them.